Welcome back to the TARP Sports YouTube podcast, whatever you're listening on. This is UFC Rio full card predictions. Let's get into it. Starting with the main event, this is going to be a tricky one for me, guys. Charles taking on Gamrot. Fiziev pulled out of this fight, so Gamrot's taking it on about 18 days notice. Oliveira's 35 years old. I do not like that for the 5-round fights. 35-year-olds in the 170 and lower weight classes are just absolutely terrible in 5-round fights. The only winners recently have been Usman and Volkanovski. That automatically favors Gamrot. But Gamrot's weird, right? Because it seems like almost, and I say almost because he has a win over Sarukian, but almost every time his competition steps up, he seems to lose. He got that lucky win versus Fiziev, but Fiziev was winning that fight before his leg snapped. Gamrot looked really good in his last fight, but all respect to Ladova Klein, but he's no Charles Oliveira. This is the thing with this fight, and this is going to be a key factor in this fight, in my opinion. So every time Charles fights guys that are actual grapplers, he can't really pull guard with them, right? Like when he fought Dustin and Justin, he hurt them, and when he got hurt, he would just fall to the ground and they would let him get back up and shake the cobwebs out. Now, when he versed someone like Islam, when Islam hurt him, he went to the ground with him because Islam's grappling is that good that he wasn't worried about the submissions. I think that's going to be a huge factor in this fight because I think Gamrot is someone who doesn't have the best hands, but I mean, he can still hurt people. And if he knocks down Charles, he's going to go on top, unlike a Dustin or a Justin. That just makes this fight completely different because a lot of guys are scared, like we've seen in the past, to go on the ground with Charles. I don't think Gamrot is, and I think that's a reason why Sarukian got that split decision versus Charles. It's a tough one for me. I would personally stay away. I mean, Charles is a finisher. Gamrot, not so much a finisher, and he's extremely durable, never been finished in his career. I lean Gamrot by decision in this one. It's tough for me, but everything I know about the sport tells me Gamrot should win this fight. Give me Gamrot by decision. Next fight in this one, co-main event, Figgy taking on Montel Jackson. Guys, Montel Jackson is an absolute beast. If you've been following me, you know I've been about him for a while now. This just seems set up for Montel Jackson to win. I know they're in Rio, so Figgy should get the home crowd boost, but Figgy, his last 2 fights, he lost both of them. It feels like he's on his way out, and Montel Jackson at 33 years old is on his way in. It just feels like they need contenders at the 135 division. I mean, Merab's ran through that division, and a Montel Jackson win could easily get him a title shot. I mean, Merab's already beat a ton of people, and if you think that's crazy to say, well, guess what? Corey Sandhagen beat Figgy and got a title shot, and Sandhagen was before that lost to Nurmagomedov. He lost to TJ Dillashaw. It's just a weak division for title contenders right now because Merab's already beaten everyone. I think UFC wants contenders. I think Montel Jackson should win this fight. I think they both mix it up very well, but Montel Jackson, I mean, 68% takedown defense, 62% takedown accuracy. Those are both better than Figgy. Figgy's probably a little bit more powerful, a little bit more durable, but Jackson gets hit less. He lands more. I got to go Montel Jackson by decision in this one. Next fight, Vicente Luque taking on Joel Alvarez. Guys, I think Joel Alvarez is an absolute beast. I don't think Luque has been the same since that brain injury he suffered versus Jeff Neal. I know he has wins after that, but it's not the top guys. I mean, RDA, don't get me wrong, is a legend, but the RDA Luque beat is way past his prime. Alvarez is an absolute machine. He has 22 wins on his pro career, and he has 5 KOs, 17 submissions. I like Alvarez in this one, man. I think he can be a player in this 170 division. Give me Alvarez by finish, man. I think Luque, once he starts to feel the pressure, but despite being Brazilian, he's not the best grappler. Most likely Alvarez by submission, but I could see a KO in this one as well. Give me Alvarez by finish. Next up, we got the big boys. We got Deniz taking on Pinto. Deniz 3-1 in the UFC. 1-0 in Dana White Contender Series, so 4-1 altogether. His only loss is Marcin Tybura, who is a top heavyweight. Pinto is just 1-0 in UFC, 1-0 on Dana White Contender Series, so altogether 2-0. In this heavyweight bout, I just have to go with the guy that has more experience, especially UFC experience. Give me Deniz. I mean, the odds are pretty much a pick'em. Pinto's a slight favorite, -120, but in Brazil, give me Deniz. He has more UFC experience. Both these guys are strikers. Not very often do you see grapplers in the heavyweight division, but give me Deniz by KO in this one. Next fight, we got Ramos taking on Olfleet. This is most likely a loser get cut scenario, so both these guys should bring it. In my opinion, I think Ramos does have more ways to win. I do think Olfleet is a little bit better with his hands, but Ramos, I mean, he's not terrible with his hands. Definitely is the better grappler in this fight. Like I said, just more ways to win. Both these guys seem pretty durable. I mean, Ofi 17 fights, only KO'd 1 time, submitted 0 times. I do think Ramos has fought more or just better UFC competition. Give me Ramos by decision in this one. Next fight, Almeida taking on Aswell Jr. Aswell Jr. is 0-1 UFC, 0-1 on the Dana White Contender Series, so 0-2. Almeida 2-3 in the UFC, 0-1 on Dana White Contender Series. Who has more ways to win, in my opinion? I would say Almeida. Aswell has never been finished. He's extremely durable, but so is Almeida. Almeida has only been KO'd 1 time and submitted 1 time in his entire career, floating around like 19 professional fights. And this is in Rio. I think it's going to be a close fight, but I do think Lucas Almeida has more ways to win this fight. I don't really understand why he's the dog in this one. I mean, Aswell Jr., we really haven't seen too much of him. I know he took a fight on short notice, but it wasn't impressed. Lost in Dana White Contender Series. So did Almeida, but at least Almeida has UFC wins. Give me Almeida in this one. Give me Almeida by decision. Next fight, Filo taking on Carpenter. Carpenter 2-1 in the UFC, also won on Dana White Contender Series. Filo is 2 in the UFC. He also won on the Dana White Contender Series. So 2 guys that are pretty much early into their UFC career. I do think Carpenter is the better striker, but they both like to mix it up. Carpenter has a 42% takedown defense, which isn't the best. Not terrible, but it's not good. Filo has a 66% takedown defense, and I think that could be the difference in this one. I think the striking's pretty even. I would lean Carpenter as the better striker, like I said, but I think Filo can get a takedown when needed, and I think if he's going to control the grappling sequences mixed in with the striking, I think he can easily get a decision win in this one. Give me Filo by decision. Next fight, we got heavyweights again. Petrino taking on Pedersen. Petrino used to fight at 205. He lost 2 in a row, so he went up to heavyweight. Petrino is the way better athlete in this fight. Pedersen is a fighter that's win-loss, and he's coming off a win, so he's due for a loss, guys. Now, if you've been following me, you definitely heard me say this before, but heavyweights are just not good athletes. And when you get these guys at 205 that struggle and they go up to heavyweight and they find success, it's just because they're way more athletic. I think that's going to be the case in this one. I like Petrino. I like Petrino by finishing this one. Most likely a KO, but he could get some jiu-jitsu in there. But give me Petrino by finishing this one. Next fight, we got Arena taking on Mesquite. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Arena's just 1-2 in the UFC. This is Mesquite UFC debut. Give me the UFC debut, guys. This is just a weird fight, right? I mean, it's pretty last minute put together. Mesquite is from Brazil. Arena, we know she's not the best women's fighter. I don't really know what the odds are. There's not odds out yet on this fight. I'm assuming Mesquite making her UFC debut will be the underdog. So give me Mesquite. Give me her by decision. Next fight, 2 guys that are early in their UFC careers as well. Rocha taking on Nicole. Nicole lost his UFC debut. It was to Aguilar. And Rocha lost his UFC debut. It was to Carpenter. So both guys own 1 in the UFC. From what I've seen, I was more impressed with Nicole. I think Aguilar is the way better fighter in comparison to Carpenter. So I'm going to lean Nicole. I'm going to lean Nicole by decision. Next fight. This guy's becoming one of my favorites. It's another heavyweight fight. Walter Walker. That's becoming my guy, taking on Muhammad Usman. Both guys got brothers in the UFC. Obviously, Kamaru's the way better brother. But Walter Walker is no slouch, guys. He has been on an absolute tear at only 27 years old. And guys, every time he fights, I say this. So if you've been listening to me, you probably know it. Grappling makes such a difference at heavyweight. The guys that can grapple at heavyweight usually tend to go on to become top guys. Walker at 27 years old, they're taking their time with him, man. I mean, typically when heavyweights go on the tear he's on, they're fighting top 15 guys. He has not yet. I just think Walker's the better fighter in this one. Now, he does leave himself open to get hit sometimes, and at heavyweight that does get risky. But that grappling at heavyweight is such a difference maker. Give me Walker by submission. Next fight, Julia taking on Carolina. This is an extremely low-level women's MMA fight. Carolina, she's fought the best of the best. She's plus 325. She's probably going to lose, but you might as well sprinkle that 325. Give me Carolina by decision in this one. Last but not least, we got Oliveira taking on Lacerda. Both guys have not had the best UFC career so far. I will say Lacerda has versed way better competition. I think he mixes it up pretty well. He has really slick jiu-jitsu. Oliveira, I haven't been the biggest fan of. He just hasn't shown me anything. I mean, they're both, like I said, haven't had the best UFC careers, but I do like what I've seen out of Lacerda more than Oliveira. Give me Lacerda in this one. Give me Lacerda by submission. That does it for UFC Rio full card predictions, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, show your friends, show your degenerate uncle. Let's make this Gitas.